The supervisor has details that show preferential treatment. Biden's son? Wait, did I read that wrong? How does Biden even get this done?
All right, so we have another one from our guy, Colonel Sanders, who is talking about the new Biden mortgage rule that will hurt you if you have a good credit score. I'm trying to hear exactly what he's talking about. This one comes by way of Lisa Marie. And if you like this one, please make sure that you say thank you, Lisa.
On Wednesday, yesterday, Washington Times reported that starting May 1st, oh wow, that's right around the corner, Americans purchasing a new home or refinancing their existing mortgage can expect to pay higher mortgage rates and monthly fees if they have a higher credit score.
I'm sorry, what? Expect to pay higher fees, higher mortgage rate if you have a higher credit score. No, the credit score, high credit score is supposed to give me some benefits, right? It's supposed to, give me the lowest fees to pay, give me the lowest interest rates. What's going on with this?
Wait,
what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's a fundamental reversal of all economic theory. You want to make the people who have the better credit scores pay the higher rates?
Yeah, no. They're going to have you pay a higher rate and higher monthly fees because you have a higher credit score. Americans with lower credit scores and smaller down payments are going to be given better rates.
It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Please make this make sense.
So basically, up is down and down is up.
Well, that's today, right? That's everything we look at nowadays. Yes, to answer your question.
Or stealing from the rich to give to the poor. Sure. Redistribution of wealth.
Let me ask you this. Look, I haven't put too much thought into this, but let's throw out a possible issue that could be associated with this. What would your incentive be to maintain a high credit score if what it was going to do was to punish you with higher rates?
That's a great question, but I'm going to put it out there. And I'm about to get back to it. I'm going to put it out there. I don't trust this whole credit score thing, this credit rating thing that we do here in America. I don't trust it. I don't trust it because you get a better score if you have more credit, if you have more credit lines open. But if you close one because you're trying to be responsible and you no longer need 10 credit cards, maybe I just need 5 now, then you get punished. Or if you have one and you're not using the credit card, you get punished. So now we're being punished again for simply being responsible. And the responsible people have been getting punished for a long time now. So it's like they're trying to encourage us to be less responsible, to get worse credit. And then when we do that, then our lives are all messed up and we need the government more. Maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want us to need them more.
Why would you pay your bills on time if the incentives reversed from where they are now?
Are you either white or are you a gay hermaphrodite black trans lizard?
Hey, I'm sure every single thing that he just now named, that one thing is a person walking around here right now. I'm certain of it. I will bet money. I will bet my last paycheck of $500.
What's my incentive of remaining white? If I can just change, perhaps I should go to that second choice, which was too long for me to remember all the details of.
So, it's weird because this is what I'm trying to figure out. Wasn't there something like this that happened 2004, 5, 6, and 7, where they were...
Okay.
They were incentivizing. They were incentivizing banks to give loans to people who couldn't really afford the houses.
Yeah, that's called the bubble busting. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, although at least in that case, they weren't punishing the people who were paying their bills. Right? Like they were just handing out mortgages to people who did not qualify for them, and that caused an economic crisis.
If you don't understand the concept that socialism and all of this stuff is just, it's not going to make anybody happy. We're all going to be equally miserable, okay? You won't own anything. This is how it begins. You're taking away, through now a different kind of tax, How do they even pass this? How does Biden even get this done? It's crazy.
I'm certain they can figure it out how to make people more poor. Yeah, we need to balance the scales. We need to balance the scales. This is the trickle down right here. This is the trickle down. The people that didn't have to work hard, the people that didn't pay attention to their credit, the people that didn't give a damn about paying things off, but just decided to just let it go until the government would take care of it. They are being rewarded, and the people who have been the responsible ones, the only adults in the room, are made to look like assholes. Yeah, we're made to look like the ass. We're gonna, okay, everything. Reason why we're helping them out is because they need it. They need it. You don't need it. And the other situation with the bubble burst and them giving out mortgages to people who couldn't afford them in the first place, how that was an attack on the people who was doing what they were supposed to be doing, was the fact that people, if they made too much money, or if they made too much money, or if they had too big of a credit score, but they still had bills themselves, they needed help too. Don't assume that simply because somebody has great credit and someone has a good career that they don't need help as well. They also need help. So if you want things to be fair across the board, make things fair across the board. And unfortunately, there will be some winners and there will be some losers. You cannot continue to change the game just so losers can get in the game. No, we need more 7th and 8th place certificates to give the people. We need some trophies for people that who's just participating. Well, they didn't win, but they're still participating. They are people too. We can't forget about them. No, God dang it. They need to take some time to get their stuff right too. Sorry. They need to take some extra courses. They need to daggone forgo spending on things that they don't need, just like other people do. They need to focus on what's important as well. Sorry. You continue to give people something that they didn't deserve and they don't earn, they're going to continue to take it for granted. That's just what happens. They're going to continue to take it for granted and poop on it, and then you're going to give them something else. They're going to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. And it's unfortunate, but it feels like the people who are doing things the right way always end up getting the short end of the stick. That's like the good girl who respects herself, and she want to make sure that the man she decides to date respects her as well. She want to date somebody who will open doors for her, someone who will put her first, someone who will protect her, someone who won't cheat on her and run around the place embarrassing her. But guess what? Since she's waiting and demanding this respect, she don't get the guy. The one that gets the guy is the one that opens her legs real fast, that you don't have to call me, you don't have to text me, you don't have to open no doors for me, you don't have to take me out to eat, as long as you just come over here and put your ding-a-ling inside of her hot pocket. And once you do that, they the ones that's getting all. Come on, man. It's the same thing all the time. It's like the good people always losing out. And it's like the federal government is helping it along. I really don't get it, man. It makes absolutely no sense to me. But then again, when you sit back and think about it, it does. It's on brand. It's on brand. That's all I'm going to say.
And when you say pass this.
Yeah, not pass.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
pass
nothing.
it.
Nothing.
Pass it would signify there was a vote by elected representatives to make this occur. That's not what happened, of course, because that's not how we do things these days.
Right. So I'm sorry that I misled you on thinking that it was some constitutional way of getting this
Understandable misstatement there.
Yeah. Okay. So we have that story. Then I have an IRS supervisor has told lawmakers that he has information that suggests this is from the Wall Street Journal, suggests the Biden administration is improperly handling the criminal investigation into President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, and is seeking whistleblower protections.
What? Yo.
The letter sent to Congress on Tuesday says a career Internal Revenue Service criminal supervisory special agent has information that would contradict sworn testimony by senior political appointees. The supervisor also has information about a failure to mitigate clear conflicts of interest in the ultimate disposition of the case. The supervisor has details that show preferential treatment. Wait, did I read that wrong? The IRS this whistleblower says is showing preferential treatment to Biden's son?
Yes, they are, and they have been. Why are we even discussing? Who's surprised about this? Raise your hand. Who's surprised about this? Raise your hand. Hunter has been protected. He's protected. He's a part of the most powerful family in the world right now. You're talking about they're not powerful. They're just... No, when you are the president of the United States of America, you are considered the most powerful family in the world. Why? Because you are the head of the most powerful country in the world. That's just who you are. So they're doing whatever. They're not even hiding it anymore. And guess what? People don't give a damn. Ain't nobody gonna make any noise about it. And they're saying in what he just now read, that those people who do make noise about it, they will be the ones that be reprimanded. They will be the ones that will be dealt with. Stop talking about this. This is the same exact thing that was happening during the during the elections. This is ridiculous, man. It's dumb.
No.
Preferential treatment and politics improperly infecting decisions and protocols that would normally be followed by career law enforcement professionals in similar circumstances if the subject were not politically connected. The letter says the supervisor has been overseeing an ongoing and sensitive investigation of a high-profile, controversial subject since early 2020. He doesn't name that person. But the investigation at issue is Hunter Biden. So we're now going to see another whistleblower. And thank God, if this guy's telling the truth, thank God that there are some people that are blowing the whistle on this. I mean, you just can't have two justice systems. Can't do it. By the way, do you hear the ATF director yesterday? Do we have this cut by any chance? The ATF director was asked if he could define an assault weapon. Okay.
We can't even get a woman right at this point. They're not going to be able to do an assault weapon.
Right. Can you just tell us what a assault weapon is? Can you do that? Keep it short, 15 seconds. He said, well, I'll tell you, I can go shorter than 15 seconds because, if Congress wishes to take me up on that. I think Congress will have to do the work, but there would, we would be there to provide technical assistance. Can you tell me what the hell you're even talking about?
He's over 15 seconds already.
Yeah, he says, well, I, unlike you, am not a firearms expert to the same extent as you may be. Wow, hold it just a second. So the head of the ATF can't define it. Not enough of an expert.
Maybe he's more of an A&T guy. Maybe he doesn't get to the F all that often. Maybe he's been focusing. Maybe he's been drinking a lot.
Maybe he's an alcoholic.
Right.
Yeah, and they're like,
that's how
he said maybe he's an alcoholic. They just picked him on. They just asked the question on the wrong day. Listen, guys, the rest of this right here, you can be able to check it out. It's going to be in the comments, the original link and all that other stuff. I want y'all to go check it out. I just got pissed off about it. Maybe I'm pissed off about something I really don't understand. When it comes to this government stuff, I'm trying to learn about it. But the more I hear about it, it just sounds like lunacy. It just sounds like complete lunacy, and I haven't a clue of what's going on.